What's the worst experience that I've had with Tourette syndrome? So it would be January 2021. My tics started in September 2020, so I'd had tics for 4 months at this point. They were still pretty new to me. I had only just started on medication to try and calm my tics, so they were still really severe at this point. I was walking with my friend on this big hilly field with loads of trees behind my house. My tics started to get much more active. My coprolalia got really bad, which means the socially inappropriate tics such as swearing. I saw this elderly man with his dog, kind of just walking around the trees near us. After a few minutes I saw him walking towards me. My tics got 10 times worse because I was anxious. He said, "Where did you learn that awful language?" And then he said something like, "Did you learn it in school or did your parents teach you it?" Although I wasn't diagnosed with Tourette's at the time, I said to him, "I'm really sorry, I've got Tourette syndrome. I can't control these things that I'm saying." It's a lot easier to explain to a stranger that you've got Tourette's instead of saying tics because no one knows what that means. He sort of walks away and then I see him meet this other elderly man and they start talking and then they got their phones out and started filming me. They were not being discreet about it. They were literally holding the camera up like this. They both started like walking around me in opposite directions, getting like different angles of me. My friend was up a tree at this point. He'd climbed a tree and he didn't want to climb down in case he fell. It was a pretty tall tree. But he yelled at these men. He said, "Are you filming her?" And they said yes. The man said something like, "I need evidence." At this point I was so anxious. I felt like I was going to have a panic attack. My heart was racing, I couldn't breathe. My tics were through the roof. At this point I was crying hysterically. They were still filming. My friend managed to get down from the tree and we walked straight through the middle of the men away. I kept looking back and they were still filming me. I phoned my mum. I said to her, "2 men are filming me, my tics are really bad. Like, please come out and help." The men must have heard this phone call, so they both put their phones in their pocket and walked away. Within a minute, my mum was running to me. Mum is a very feisty person. I pointed out the men and she brought some Tourette's action cards out with her. She said to the first guy who came up to me, "My daughter's got Tourette's. Here's a card that explains what Tourette's is. Educate yourself." He denied that he'd been filming, and then he claimed that the problem was not with me, it was with my friend who was up the tree. He said my friend was destroying wildlife. Anyway, I went home really upset, really embarrassed. Mum got in contact with the police. They went to both of the men's houses and made sure that the videos were deleted. The one guy lives literally at the end of my street, so I see him walking his dog all the time and I just get flashbacks. But yeah, that has been the worst experience that I've ever had regarding my Tourette's. I ended up getting officially diagnosed with Tourette's in 2022. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all stay safe and I love you all. Bye!